What's up, Saiyan Army? New client transformation video for you guys. This video is going to be a little bit different than all my other previous transformation videos. This is a couples transformation video, my very first on this channel. I've helped a lot of couples in the past, but this is the first one that I'm making a video for and showing it to you guys. Hopefully this video motivates and inspires a lot of you couples out there to stop Netflix and chilling on the couch and eating, all this fatty food and being unhealthy, and motivates you guys to get your ass off the couch, go on a couples hike, go for a walk, go to the gym, just get out there and be active, get healthy, and then you guys can Netflix and chill while eating a meal that fits your macros. So here are my clients, Justin and Madison. First off, before we get into it, please like the video for both of them for allowing me to share their journey with you guys. They know that these videos change lives and help a lot of people. So here's my client, Madison. She's 18 years old. Her goal was to cut down from 127 pounds and just build a better body composition, lose fat, gain some muscle, just look good, feel good, get healthy. And I asked Madison to share a little bit about her background, struggles she went through, and just a little bit about her journey. I definitely have struggled with body image throughout my whole life. However, I was able to remain relatively thin throughout high school because of how active I was as a dancer. Once I hit college, all physical activity stopped, but my eating did not. I most definitely gained the freshman 15. My mental health hit an all-time low prior to starting my sane journey. I was extremely depressed and insecure. This was when I realized that I needed to make a change in my life, both physically and mentally. This journey with Matt and Justin has taught me how to have a healthy lifestyle, but more importantly, I've learned how to have good mental health. I've learned to push beyond my limits and to learn from my failures. I wouldn't have been able to stay motivated without Justin pushing me every day to be my best and keeping my ultimate goal in mind. I look forward to maintaining this lifestyle for the rest of my life. Now, I've seen this a lot through life and just people I know, that this may be some of you guys sitting at home, but a lot of people just have fast metabolisms when they're younger. They can eat like crap, not work out at all, and stay relatively thin. But once their metabolism just starts, slowing down as they get older, a lot of them, because they didn't build those healthy habits with food and working out, later on they just balloon back up and they get, really overweight and unhealthy. And that's why it's a double-edged sword. It's a blessing and a curse. And a lot of people that I went to high school with that had, those fast metabolisms are all really big now. And the people that had the slower metabolisms and learned to diet and work out from a younger age, and back then they must have felt like, they got the shit under the stick because they have a slower metabolism, all are still relatively in good shape because they built those healthy habits from when they're younger. And it's great that these guys are so young and building these habits as well and just learning. And here's Justin. He's 19 years old, started at 191 pounds, decided to cut down to 170 pounds. Both of them I put on a version of my Saiyan Power Building program that you can find at SaiyanArmy.com. And it was a version for both of them so they could work out together and push each other. Pretty much I was really into working out and football training 2 to 3 times a day, but my junior year of high school I dislocated my shoulder 13 times and tore my labrum and had to have surgery. With my 3-month recovery, I gained a bunch of weight, but as soon as I healed and was released back to work out, I got a bro trainer who only let me eat chicken, steak, and potatoes pretty much. And it kind of worked, but I could not maintain that kind of diet. So after my senior year of football, I just stopped working out and I gained weight all the way until I weighed about 210 pounds. Madison and I both decided it was time for a change, and I tried all sorts of diets that weren't really working until one day I was watching anime videos on YouTube when I came across Matt's page and quickly got inspired to my training. Not gonna lie, there was times where I was gonna give up, but having a bigger goal in mind and an amazing girlfriend that motivated me every day to keep moving forward. I've learned so much through this process, but still have so much further to go and achieve. And before we get into everything, this is one of the reasons why I like working with couples, because there's like a saying, there's nothing stronger than a man and woman moving in the same direction, which is why I really like working with couples, because I notice a higher success rate when working with both of them. It's really rare that I have one person that does really well and the other person not do well. Usually either they both do well or they both don't do well. What I noticed from my experiences, a lot of times they do really well because they keep each other accountable. You have someone to hold yourself accountable. Week 1, starting macros for Madison was 150 carbs, 50 fats, 140 grams of proteins. Starting cardio was 2 sessions at 300 calories. That's low intensity, steady state cardio. New average low weigh-in was 135.5 pounds. So she started about 136 pounds. That's only a 0.5 pound drop. So nothing really crazy. We're Also, in the first couple of weeks, we're trying to just gauge their metabolism, see where they're at, and if we need to increase macros, decrease macros, and find out what we need to change, and just build consistency, because both are very new to tracking macros. Justin starting macros: 250 carbs, 55 fats, and 190 grams of protein. Starting cardio was the same as Madison, 2 sessions, 300 calories of cardio. For the most part, I tried to keep the cardio relatively the same-ish so they can do cardio together. Obviously, it sucks when one person's at the gym and has to do cardio and the other person's not and just has to wait around and stuff. So I tried to keep it relatively the same, just to keep it easier for them. Justin's average weight was 191 pounds after week 1. Here's their week 1 pictures. Obviously, nothing's really changed. It's exactly the same as their starting pictures, but we're just looking to gauge your metabolism and build that consistency. Also, for time's sake, we're gonna do week 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. But we're also gonna show you guys all the details as we go. Week 2, Madison's macros were exactly the same. Cardio got bumped up by 1 session, so 3 sessions of 300 calories. Her new average low weigh-in was 134.2 pounds, so just a 1.3 pound drop. Justin's macros were 225 carbs, 55 fats, and 200 grams of protein. So we dropped carbs slightly, increased protein by only 10 grams, increased cardio as well with Madison at 3 sessions of 300 calories. Average low weigh-in was a 190.2 pounds, so just a 0.8 pound drop. Here's the week 2 pictures. As you can see some slight changes happening, especially from the front. Both of them look like their stomachs are shrinking a little bit. As you can tell, both of them do hold a lot of fat in their stomach area, which is very normal. And as you can see in week 2, it's kind of flattening out just a little bit. Everything else looks relatively the same. We're gonna keep on rocking. Week 4, Madison's macros was exactly the same, 150, 50, 140. Cardio got increased to 4 sessions of 350 calories each. One which was a high intensity interval training session or HIIT session. Her new low weigh-in was 132.6 pounds. So another 1.1 pound drop from week 3 prior. Justin's macros were 200 carbs, 50 fats, 200 grams of proteins. So we increased it again slightly. Cardio was exactly the same as Madison's, 4 sessions, 350 calories. New average low weigh-in was 189.1 pounds. Actually, it wasn't a low, his weight went up 0.1 pounds, which is all good. And here's their week 4 pictures. As you can see, Madison relatively looks the same from week 2 to 4, and from the front, from the back, you can see her obliques coming down a little bit from the back. For Justin, the same. You can see his V taper coming in just a little bit more, stomach flattening out, just small and subtle changes. Even though his weight stayed the same, his body composition is changing, which is all that matters, because that means he's also gaining muscle. I will talk about their lifts at the end of this video and their strength and PRs that they hit along the way. Week 6, Madison's macros were exactly the same. Cardio, exactly the same. Reason why we kept it the same is she kept dropping weight, and if it's not broken, don't fix it. One of the problems, and I talk about this in every single video, is people try to rush the process. They see a little 1 pound drop and they're not happy with that, so they keep dropping their macros until, you know, they're starving themselves. Take your time, be patient, you know. For her, if you look at Madison's numbers, every single week she's getting little small drops, and that's perfectly fine. That's all we want. Justin's macros: 150 carbs, 50 fats, 200 grams of proteins. Cardio was upped actually to 4 sessions of 400 calories, one which was a HIIT session. His new low weigh-in was 185.7 pounds. Justin saw a 2 pound drop from the week prior. As you can see, even though Madison's a lot smaller than Justin does have a slower metabolism, so the macros are relatively the same, even though there's a big size difference, and that's just comes with genetics, how active you are throughout the day, your TDE, total daily energy expenditure throughout the day, just a lot of different things, most of which you cannot change, you know, muscle mass. So whether you have a fast or slow metabolism, as we talked about earlier, it doesn't matter, just put in the work regardless. Here's their week 6 pictures. As you can see, especially from looking at week 2, Madison's stomach is flattened out a lot, especially from the back. You know, you can see a lot more V taper coming in. You can see, especially where her bra pushes into her waist, you can see it's coming down a lot. Justin, his stomach is flattened out a lot. Chest looks a little bit more defined. Back is actually looking wider. I'm not sure if it's the angle or the lighting of the picture. They did really well actually on these pictures, where the lighting and everything and their positioning is real consistent. Even from the side, you can see Justin's shoulder popping out a little bit more. Madison's as well. You can see especially from week 2, 4, and 6, you can see her arms are leaning down and she's getting more shape in their arms. Week 8 macros, exactly the same for Madison. Like I said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Her cardio did get increased to 4 sessions, 400 calories with 1 HIIT session, so her cardio is now exactly the same as Justin's. Her new average low weigh-in was 127.9 pounds. Justin's macros were exactly the same as well, 150, 50, 200. His cardio did get increased again, so I guess they're a little off on cardio again. 5 sessions, 400 calories, 2 HIIT sessions now. 184.2 pounds is his new average low weigh-in, so another 1.3 pound drop from the week prior. And here's their week 8 pictures. Again, just small changes. Everything's tightening up, everything's looking good. Yeah, they're just looking better just week to week. Justin got some crazy sunburn in his week 8 pictures, but it's all good. Yeah, he's leaning down, especially with the sunburn. You can see a little bit more definition going on in his shoulders and arms as well. So you can see that separation coming in, and they're just killing it. Week 10, Madison's macros, 125 carbs, 50 fats, and 130 grams of proteins. We finally dropped her macros slightly because we did hit a plateau. Cardio, 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 HIIT session. New average low weigh-in, 125.8 pounds. So you saw like a big drop in weight from the previous week, week 9. Obviously that came with the drop in macros as well. Justin's macros, the same, 150, 50, 200. Cardio, exactly the same. Weigh-in, 181.5 pounds. So he pretty much only lost 0.2 pounds from the previous week. So we had to make some changes, which you'll see. And here's the week 10 pictures. As you can see, Madison's stomach is flattening out a lot now. Her back, she's actually getting some definition going from the back. Yeah, just everything is looking a lot better. Here's Justin's pictures from the front. Stomach also flattening out. Back is looking great. He's getting a lot of that V-taper going. He has some nice wide lats coming in from the side. Arm definitions coming. A lot of people, they lose fat from the outside going in, so that you'll see fat loss coming in from their arms and then work their way down into their stomach, and their lower abs is usually, for most people, the last place where you're gonna lose fat. Week 12, the final week. Well, not really, because both of them re-upped with coaching after this week 12, and we are continuing their fat loss phase and reverse into a lean gaining phase as well. Madison's macros, 125 carbs, 50 fats, 130 grams of proteins. So a repeat of the exact same thing since week 10. Cardio got up to 5 sessions, 400 calories, 2 HIIT sessions. So she's on the same cardio as Justin is. New low weigh-in, 123.9 pounds. Madison set a goal to get to 125 pounds, and we surpassed that. So congrats to Madison, for there's no better feeling than setting a goal and just annihilating it. Justin, week 12, 125 carbs, 45 fats, 200 grams of proteins. We added a refeed for Justin just because his calories are getting a little bit low, especially for his body size. Refeed was 225 carbs, 45 fats, and 180 grams of proteins. That was 1 time a week. Cardio was the same, 5 sessions, 400 calories, 2 HIIT sessions. New average low weigh-in was 176 pounds. So Justin set a goal of 170 pounds. You know, he didn't hit it, which is totally fine, because progress is all that matters. We're not trying to compete or enter a show. We're just trying to build healthy habits that can last us a lifetime, you know, live this long, healthy, sane lifestyle. Also, here are their starting lifts and ending lifts. Madison started, her squat was 95 pounds. This is all heavy sets of 5 reps. These aren't 1 rep maxes. So Madison started at 95 pounds. She increased her squat to 165 pounds. Deadlift, 75 pounds, increased to 140. Huge gains. Madison's fairly new to lifting. I believe she was only lifting for like 4 or 5 months prior to this with Justin. So shout out to Justin for really training and helping her as well. Bench, 45 pounds, ended with 80 pounds. Justin, he had some prior training with football in high school and everything. Squat, 225 pounds, got it up to 275, huge 50-pound increase. Deadlift, 245 pounds, got up to 300 pounds, which is huge. Bench, 195 pounds, increased to 225 pounds, which is amazing, because pushing strength is usually the first thing to drop as you get into a cut and deficit. But because of these guys, because of their training experience and just doing things nice and slowly and just taking your time, both of them were able to increase strength, and yes, I believe both of them gained muscle in the process just based on their experience and, you know, their strength gains and just doing things nice and slowly. No, there's no 100% way to check that. Even if they did a DEXA scan, those aren't 100% correct, but that's what I believe. And here are their week 12 final pictures. As you can see, Madison has some abs coming in. She sent me a picture back in like week 8 or 9 where she had her bicep popping and coming in. She had a little peak going. She was so stoked about that, and I love getting those messages. From the back, you know, got a lot of definition coming in from the back. Her back is got actually really lean. From the side, you know, stomach flattened out. Arms are getting a lot of shape going. Here's Justin with the abs starting to come in. Back is looking a lot better, a lot of definition coming in from the side. You can see that shoulder coming in, everything flattened out. They both look amazing. Like I said, we're still helping them ascend. I'm still working with them. Thank you to them for allowing me to share this with you guys. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. You know, I hope you guys just gain just one little thing from this video, whether it's just like a little bit of motivation just to get out and do something, because a little bit of something is better than nothing, and you can build on top from that. I made enough transformation videos for each and every one of you guys to know that no matter who you are, where you're from, you can get healthy, look good, and get in shape. And I hope you guys understand that. If you guys don't, then please go back and watch my playlist of all my other clients as well. That's the only reason I make these transformation videos, and that's the main reason I'm on YouTube. Help people change lives and make a difference. For online coaching, email me, gokuflex@gmail.com. I only have a limited spots available at the moment, so just shoot me an email. For programs on apparel, check out SaiyanArmy.com. I highly recommend my Saiyan Shredding program, because in that program I put, you know, basically my whole mindset behind coaching all my clients into ebook format for you to do yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, strength, and honor. Aloha.